Now then.
Hey, it seems the voting has finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who will be chosen? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
The hell you saying?
Yeah, we haven't actually voted yet. Yeah, it has. Don't you remember? No, it hasn't.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over a small lie. Kids are pretty gullible.
Now then.
Anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump ahead to chapter 3.
The hell you
Wait,
saying?
we don't know though. Yeah, who killed Rentaro? That was chapter 1. Welcome back. It's time to continue. In which Maki said that she met with Ryoma. What a twist.
Another shocking truth revealed.
I didn't know that they crossed out this fucking cub. Also, 1,
To square one.
2.
Square one? If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Holy fuck. That is a strong joke. I'm not gonna explain it.
Wow! What does that mean?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument. Like this one.
Holy shit. I have to wonder, was that in the original translation?
She's just gonna
Or
throw
do I
out
give
more
credit
lies.
to the translators on that one? Because that one was fucking strong. Knees weak. Knees weak.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
I told you already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
More one to talk.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab. He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct? Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video? Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who knows who had whose motive videos? That would be this young lad.
It's you!
That would be Kokichi. So, you saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
When nailed, adults get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
And then what happened?
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Huh? What now?
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki. Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely. Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of the case. I said I believe in Kaito, and that means believing in the girl with the weird mouth. And that means I have to do it. I think it's all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaede did. So lie? Okay.
I met with Ryoma the previous...
What is Maki alone again? She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime.
Night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place...
Maybe this? Oh, yeah, wait, that's not how I lie.
I met with
Sorry.
Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place...
There we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Yuck, 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 yuck. We got it.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
Oh? Please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late. Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
Hey, you're a lot better at this lying thing than Kaede was.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
Wait a minute! If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now. We don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner. But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time? If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked. We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why this scary face?
Because she's probably the
It's
murderer.
not really manly to eavesdrop.
I'm gonna be
you know?
really fucking upset. I've spent so much time with her.
I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not
Kaito's
lying.
pretty great. What a fucking loser.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
Yeah, believe those friends, Gonta. You're a bro. Fist bump. I need to stop hitting my microphone like that. Fist bump. Little baby one.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
Are we setting up a scrum?
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
Given all the people who are saying believe, I feel like we're gonna start getting people who disagree.
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
All right, that proves
He
it
read
then.
me, but he's
Ryoma was
running
still
with it. I
alive during
respect the
nighttime.
hustle.
In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
So, everyone is culprit again?
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning. But
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
So did we fuck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And it couldn't have been the morning after. That leaves.
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Fucking dick cheese.
Dick cheese?
Yeah, like dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by
What if you're
morning we were
lactose
already
intolerant?
at the gym.
Does that count?
it may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress. What a terrible title for a guard.
I agree.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
Yeah, fuck off, Tenko.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone! Going to sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments.
Disagreement?
What? A disagreement?
Yeah.
You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
Huh. Seems we're split on the matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. Alright, let's do it. I won't fail. Split opinion. Here we go. When was the body put in?
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit? Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
I'm nailing
Pool
it.
next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Crouch, bind, set. My rockets are calling! Please don't ask why I was turning into a goblin. It was very difficult.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, I don't think that method's possible because... yeah, it doesn't actually reach the window.
That's it!
It's not that high.
The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage. And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage. Finally, the ladder was found in the gym, correct? If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
You know, sometimes on streams, I'll say some raunchy stuff, and I have to say, it's basically what Miyu does. And I feel guilty about it sometimes, but hey, if she can get away with it, I should.
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with. It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible!
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
What is this? Is this the update of Tell him, Naegi?
I actually don't know that yet.
What?
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi!
I know. I have to do something, but...
Am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this, I
don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out...
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. we shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Yes, that's it. We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
I mean, yeah? That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants us to find the truth. One of us is trying to sabotage the trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
What?
Himikawa under the bridge?
Shut the fuck up. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, I'm
Thank
good,
you,
fam.
Maki. That was a helpful insight.
What?
I can't believe you didn't notice that.
Oh, I
guess that's
thought
why
he
you're
was,
still an apprentice.
I was talking about the bit that was just run for some reason. I didn't hear the name at first. Oh, fuck this. Oh man, we're spinning. Help, I'm spinning. Help, please. Please help me. Piranha tank, black piece of fabric.
First,
Oh, we're getting close
let's
to that.
establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room? Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
Maybe the
The
rules.
cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Drowning toilets? Impossible.
We should consider places where water is stored.
The only place that fits is the pool. Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
Stop it.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Sal!
This is difficult to watch. Okay, I'll try and use the rules on that statement that was toward the end here.
But the cause of death was drowning. There's nothing in his room that could collect enough water. Drowning toilets, impossible. We should consider places where water is stored.
I believe it's right.
This is the pool.
And fire.
That's wrong! The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Yep.
No swimming is allowed at nighttime.
Then
so a
maybe he
living
did
person
die to
could
a
not have gone
toilet.
in.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a
Two.
living person entered the pool,
I'm sorry, I really like this song. Sometimes I'm just listening to it and just go 1, 2.
I think I might cry.
Fun fact, the end of the song has him actually go 3.
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying.
Sounds like a plan?
In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
What?
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
She hasn't left.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
We've had a lot of references today. This might be the top. At this point, what's Mononosuke gonna do now? Is he gonna call Tom Brady a pussy? Like, what's...
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
You know, there's some times where you're like, what was the translator who made the joke, or was it something in the original script? There's no way Japan was talking about the NFL.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
I bet Monokuma would take a knee. That's a little too controversial, I'm sorry. Let's see. What's the question? What clue shows where Ryoma was killed? Sorry. I have a little treat. I was having a little treat to reward myself for talking about stupid shit. Let me actually look through here. Wait. So did someone just like stuff this little boy, this little man in here, and the scratching was him desperately trying to get out? I mean, I guess we couldn't check his fingernails. Nothing of him remains.
This is it!
Alright, cool. I'm glad I wouldn't have enough time to pick anything else.
Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
What would those be caused by? It could just be the handcuffs. Fuck it, we'll try this first.
This is it!
It is correct, alright, fine.
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab. The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Yep. That skeleton's still really
I'm
dumb.
certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
This fucking Looney Tunes murder that happened.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So, the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Yummy, yummy chum chums.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
Stop! Please stop!
You're getting destroyed right now.
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shukuchi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... Whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
Oh, okay.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
What?
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab,
What in
right?
the fuck was that? I gotta Google that. I'm gonna Google that while we keep going. In that case, hit...
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
I'm gonna research that reference.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there? Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually...
Alright, I looked. The only thing I got is a clip of it from
Although,
Food Wars, so I
perhaps more
assume it's
accurate to
nothing.
say there's a shortcut.
Unless you're referencing that.
Was there a shortcut?
What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym the culprit use? What shortcut? I mean, the window? To the window! To the wall!
The shortcut
Ryoma
is
ain't
the
shit,
window in Ryoma's
y'all.
lab.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. Except the one in Ryoma's lab. And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier. The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
Okay, goodbye.
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the third floor window to the gym. Alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. Psyche Taxi. Yeah, this was in the demo. This was like the good minigame. They changed the stupid hoverboard thing to this. But this is cool. I like this one. Yeah, okay. Basically, you fill in the sentence by picking up random people and stuffs. Vroom vroom. This game has sound effects. What the fuck am I doing? Alright, sometimes you want fucking 80s vape wave. Sometimes you need that. Ow. The boy? The body. Oh yeah, the body was brought from where? From where? Lab window. Ow. Stop giving myself boo-boos. I forgot that you just murder them. Where we're going, we don't need bad video games. This is so nice looking. I keep missing the letters. The body was brought to Jim from where? Hold on. I'm doing it again. I'm doing sound effects. Download the KZOST in the description. If you don't find it, subscribe and pledge $30 on Patreon. That won't get you anything. I'm just, you know, gotta run some schemes somehow, right? It was brought from the, yeah, the gym window. None of this is happening on doors. Get in there, hussy. We have places to go. Next question. I'm just not even gonna look at the top of the screen until we get like 40 more letters here. Waste of time otherwise. Gotta avoid these cars. Are these wireframe cars as well? Well, it's clear they wanted to hit a cool aesthetic. I mean, it's very obvious. You took it from each window and just transferred it there using the cord from the net, but you know, getting ahead of myself there. Was that fucking Monokuma? I wish I hit him. I bet that's a trophy or something. Or he disrupts you. How's the move from the classroom window to the gym window? From window to window. Not to be confused with the hit movie Jungle to Jungle. There. My reasoning. How'd you figure this out? How'd you figure this out, Shuichi?
I've got it.
You see, I
Ryoma's
traveled
body
to
was
the
moved directly
80s.
from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window. I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown, but perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body.
There!
That's some sick-ass rope, dog.
The rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
Oh god, half my leg fell asleep. Oh god, that's bad. Ah! Oh, I'm dying. Hit auto. I can't be trusted.
There was a mysterious history about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
Oh god!
What mysterious
Atua, help!
history? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage.
I make Let's
But
Plays.
the
I don't
next
deserve
morning,
this.
The rope had been moved backstage for some reason. It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
It won't stop, guys.
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows,
According to the sign of the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet.
It's okay, I feel a little better now. Oh
And
god.
the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough. That's what she said.
Wait, who said that?
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No, Gonta think it would work. Just need one more rope.
Another rope. There was only one though.
Oh, then it impossible. Sorry.
No, I'm sure there's another rope, at least something that could be used for it. Yeah, should be near the bottom here.
This is it! The tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so... First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side. And tie cable to other window. Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together. That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow! That's amazing, Gonta! You're so knowledgeable.
It's nothing. Gonta use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it!
What?
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
Did he?
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
You better have something with this.
We get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Oh, she's gonna cry. I get it, you're Tarzan.
Tarzan?
Tarzan? I almost want this as a reaction image. You know what? I'll take it for later. Who knows when you'd ever need Tarzan.
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Not just the rope?
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank.
The inner tube, maybe?
They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You're definitely onto something. It's true the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously, the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully. Meaning, they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. Problem is, how did they get near it? All we know now is that there was a rope connected. Somehow the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the window themselves. They had to have used something else. What would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
What?
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
No, you won't.
It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Okay, I can do this. I'll solve the mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body. Hangman Gambit. What was used? Alright, what are our letters? This? It's R. Alright, give me a scan again. Rope. Damn it, that's a fucking... That's a P. I thought it was an A. Rope. Rope. Rope with Y? Rope. E. Rope. B. Rope. What is that? That's a W. Oh, ropeway. Okay, I got you. I got you, fam. I get it. Hurry up and give me the A. A.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that? Wow, you got drain damage or something? You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
No, there definitely was. Culprit used it to move the body along the rope. Oh, this is that thing again. Mind Mine. I believe we played this in the demo as well. It's basically Minesweeper. We must reveal the object. Actually, we did this in the first case, I believe, actually. There it is. I see the inner tube over here. Oh, that's the only way you can break those. Alright, we gotta go with something a little bit different then. Fuck it. I know what it is.
I see it.
I'll take some degraded time just to rush it. I forgot I got a screenshot of Samugi saying Tarzan. It just looked to my left head, just
The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
Tarzan.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on... Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides. The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows.
Huh.
And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people. The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway.
This looks dumb.
And used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym. Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules? It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay. Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
What?
Oh, shit!
Oh, no.
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Monokuma's gonna kill this cub.
Pops?
Oh, no. Silence is hilarious.
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes. I want us all to get along.
Monodam's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodam. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? Some crazy-ass shit! But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway. Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side. Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime, why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. The reason is they couldn't get it.
That's it! Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low. Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them. Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur!
Wow.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us. Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up. Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial. Just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
So,
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event. But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yeah, I have a good idea.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Fine. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list. How dare you?
It has to be you.
Oh, God. It didn't fail me, so...
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Alright. What do we got? Loading us up with Monokuma File 2 in segment 8 and
I,
great.
of course, am not the culprit.
This. We haven't used
The
this
crime
yet.
was committed at nighttime. And you have no alibi, do you?
What does this say? Okay. Shuichi Kibo Kiyo Sumugi Tenko were forced. Okay. Wait. He was with Kirumi from 9 to 10 by 11. She was in the gym a little before 9. From 9 to 10, she was Kichi, gym alone. And you have seen multiple times. That might be usable.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work. But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Kirumi is thin.
I think it's
and
that.
nice body.
Alright, let's get over to statement, what is that, like 10? I assume they go by 10s here. Yeah, they do.
Preposterous. That could...
That's wrong!
Nailed it!
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi. Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Okay.
If it were solely the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided narrative. When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
What now?
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Actually, it's the one that I already had
words.
selected. I didn't even have to look at anything else. There are scratches on the window frame.
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit. But I cannot allow that, because I must do this for everyone! I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
But you're clearly the culprit. So, if you're trying to protect them, that means that you would be killing us.
So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Oh, okay, you have memories from the past then. She is not talking about us. We assumed she was. Fine then. It's got to be that.
Kirumi,
it's got to be that shred of her
exactly is
clothes.
this everyone you're
Because we
talking
haven't
about?
used that yet. That was the thing that made me think it was her, because I thought about who had dark clothes.
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
It is all of you, of course.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die. Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Kirumi!
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else. Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
That's very rude, you bitch.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well. She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit. You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis. They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth. I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends. So I have to.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit. I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body. If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit? Don't you want to protect everyone?
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat. You can't save anyone!
Ah, where is it? There it is.
This is it! The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty. It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely. Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain. It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off. To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed. For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah, so what? You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how the black fabric fits is the key to everything. I'll make it clear now.
You are incorrect. What is this truth?
Hold?
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
I'm trying.
What is this truth?
A bad rhythm game.
That is just your empty deduction.
Yeah.
You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect. What is this truth? That is just your empty deduction.
Okay.
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Your self-righteous truth. Everyone might die.
Got him.
In this class trial,
I don't know. What are we doing?
everyone's life is at stake.
Are they?
Because of your self-righteous truth,
I don't think I've heard that one before.
everyone might die. In this class trial,
Are we in a class trial?
I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence. You are only
Shit.
providing us with speculation.
That's it. Fuck this
You
shit.
wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning, but I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence.
Got him.
You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand.
Oh, is
your
she
reason,
trying to cloud my vision here?
but I will never accept
This fucking bitch.
it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence.
Got him.
You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone. Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning.
Final blow.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Your
It's
gloves.
here. The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands, there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
And it fell into pool?
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
the extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
Kirumi, what's wrong?
Well, we got it. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it, and kept thinking and kept going. This is where it led me. I won't turn away.
I will show you the truth.
I will make a comic book.
The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act. When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed. Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body. And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick. The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process. In truth, the crime began last night around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone. It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank. They used it as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank. Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym and used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window. Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan. At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder. First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind. Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists. And shoved his head into the sink filled with water. From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed. The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun. They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window. They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope. They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows. That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes. The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves. But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the bodies separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube. But that's when they made their second mistake. One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool. Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime. And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
I'm done hanging out with people. I'm always wrong.
Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive. But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi.
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
So, it's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
He's holding an abacus. Or chocolates.
You don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodam, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
Okay. Was it Kaede? I think it was Kaede. She did it again. Where is she? Can it be you? I'd love it to be you. Oh, fine. If it has to be. Look at all that cheese.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
What? I mean, sure, why not?
Who'll be
That's just
chosen
petty.
as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Yo, why are all the good female characters in the games the one that have to die? It's like, no, the shitty characters get to live. Look at all those coins. Look at all those coins. I could buy like 3 candy bars with that. There. Now we get to have an unnecessarily long sequence before she's murdered.
My!
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness we managed to get through the trial again.
You gotta be kidding me!
There's nothing good about this at all. You're retarded. You have a mental disability, thinking that there is no good thing because someone died.
Yeah.
How about you stop being bad?
Wait!
No way.
Kirumi was helpful, but she also murdered.
Yoo-hoo!
How long have you been lying to us?
The truth is
that why you took such good care of us? So you could deceive?
Huh?
You mean she's not my mom?
Hey!
She was never your fucking mom.
Damn it.
Hey, details, please. Shut up.
no way!
I don't care. Can we get to the point here?
Say,
How?
No.
I still believe Kirumi cares about us.
What?
And how would you know? I can't say for certain, negative girl, but I can sense that this trial has been agonizing for her. Can't say for certain. That is what a detective would say. You mad? Because the people important to you? You got important people. Earlier, Kirumi mentioned that she had accepted a request. Maybe the request came from someone important in her motive video.
What's wrong?
I do not agree.
I just lost. Because if I tell you why I did it, you'll regret what you've done.
Damn.
Please!
I care about your line. I know the others care. Please.
Understood.
Fine.
I shall take that request.
Well, you know.
Alright.
Yes. That is correct.
Your reasoning was exactly what? Right. What? What's up, Doc? The reason I murdered Ryoma was because of what I saw in my motive video. You did indeed watch your video. Does that mean someone broke the agreement? At first I was thinking maybe it was that someone broke the agreement, but this and gave it to her, right? But then I was thinking that the Cubs gave it to her because they returned all of the pads. But maybe they changed out whose pad was who. But then that doesn't make sense. And also, this was well beforehand.
What are you saying?
May I?
I did not trade my motive video with anyone. How'd you see it?
hey,
Perhaps she got her own.
Yes.
Correct. No one had my motive video because but me. Video's intended recipient. I don't know why.
The fuck's going on?
You know, I meant to bring this up earlier because it's been bugging me. All this talk about the videos being switched. What does that mean exactly? Are you telling me that that was that was not an intended result?
No, no.
I didn't do that.
Oh!
Was I not supposed to ask that? Did you Cubs fuck up?
huh?
Not supposed to.
Dumbass!
It's all Monophone's fault. She passed them out without checking the names. I didn't know. Monotaro should check names too. I don't even remember passing out videos. It was my fault.
Yeah?
What?
I'm sorry.
Alright. It's not your fault, Mono, damn.
Okay.
It's all our fault. I'm sorry too.
Yeah?
It seems I misunderstood.
Yeah.
I completely forgot that the plan all along was to redistribute the videos.
Daddy! Hey,
It's not your fault at all, kids. It's my fault for forgetting.
Father!
Thank goodness.
What?
The hell's this mushy feel-good crap?
You stupid!
You're all idiots. I'm through getting along with you dummy bears.
Well now.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. Please continue your boring conversation.
I see.
The Mono Cubs merely distributed the motive videos at random. Receiving my own video is nothing more than bad luck.
Oh, I see.
So you just watched it without knowing why it was given to you.
Hey!
What was in your video?
What's wrong?
Yes.
I will tell you in its entirety, but I doubt anyone will believe it.
So,
If that's the case, why don't we just watch it?
That's right.
That would be a lot easier. Alright, fine. I'd like to...
alright! Back by popular demand, it's time for the motive video! Who's the most important person in your life? And now, without further ado, Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid. With clients in politics and finance, this elite maid is renowned for completing any request. One fateful day, she was suddenly summoned by one of her most influential clients, the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister had a request of utmost importance. He requested that she use her talent as the ultimate maid to serve her country. He asked Kirumi to make this country great again and transferred all his authority to her.
Hold it. I gotta hold together.
No one suspected that the Prime Minister's new secretary was secretly running the country.
Are you trying to say that she is the ruler of Japan?
And over time, she became the de facto Prime Minister. Only Kirumi could save the country from impending doom. Yes, the future of the country rests entirely on her capable shoulders. But Kirumi is up to the task, for she only accepts requests that only she can fulfill. She is driven by the belief that her citizens are the most important people in her life. Oh, and while we're on the subject of those important people, an unfortunate event will soon befall those vermin and sheeple. What event, you ask? It's a secret.
How did I forget he comes in?
Find out for yourself.
Huh? What?
The leader of Japan
Yes.
is a maid. I only remembered it upon watching the video. Remembered.
Wait!
That video's true?
What is this?
I do not agree.
No, it's real. The most important people to me
This is my
are the
selfless
citizens
devotion.
of this country.
I was called upon to lift the country out of a dire situation. I swore to serve and help all its citizens. As the ultimate maid, I have advised politicians many times in the past. But he wanted me to prioritize saving the country from an unprecedented crisis. I fully accepted this request. As a maid, it is a great honor to serve the nation itself.
This twist is fucking dumb.
What did I do?
You didn't do anything, actually.
See.
Huh?
How can you believe a high schooler could be prime minister?
You really don't.
I don't know. How could we believe that this bitch served politicians in general if she's in high school? It's, yo, I can clean up shit. I'm gonna trust this high schooler to fucking help me choose who to bomb.
How rude!
I'm still learning.
I see.
Incredible.
I was aware of Kurumi's impressive talents, but Prime Minister?
But
Then Kirumi really is Prime Minister? She hold burden of country's future?
Actually,
Motive video side. Kirumi doesn't seem like she'd lie about this.
Yoo-hoo!
I get that Kirumi is really important, but what was that unprecedented crisis?
I do not know.
Oh. Well, with our memories lost.
That's...
Isn't this just like the ultimate hunt?
That is correct.
Perhaps it's connected to that.
Huh? I do not know.
I don't know what's happening to the nation while I'm here, inside the end wall. That's why I need to know. The most important people in my life, I need to know if they were safe.
This is my selfless devotion. My apologies.
If so...
So you weighed our lives against the lives of everyone in a nation. But if those are the options, of course, you'd pick everyone outside. Needs of the many, needs of the few. And we just stopped Kirumi from doing that because we selfishly wanted to live.
I don't like that.
Meow, meow, meow. But it doesn't fucking matter because it probably already happened, so if she got out, she wouldn't have liked the result.
Why?
Most likely.
Wait!
What's Monokuma plan to do with the rest of humanity? You know, how many people live in this country? Like 100 million. Easy.
Always messing around.
No matter how powerful the mastermind is, there's no way they could really.
Bears do not lie.
Okay.
Bears do not lie. Hey,
I am the ruler of this world. Nothing is beyond my power. What is this world, then?
Huh?
I think he called
100%.
this, like, the new world as well, when he first appeared. Can it just not be a simulation again? I don't want it to be that.
What are you trying to pull?
cuz.
You're all terrified even if you don't believe it.
Shing.
If you can't believe it, then you're terrified for no reason. Why do humans lie? Why are humans the only animal that tells lies?
Shut up!
This is serious. How are you gonna keep talking about Kirumi? Let's talk about Ryoma. It would be a shame to completely neglect him.
Oh, I see.
We know your motive to kill, but why did you kill him out of everyone?
That is...
Because he was easy to kill.
Huh?
Easy.
Weird.
Ryoma not that weak. When he used his Shukuchi method, even Gonta could not catch him.
I do not agree.
His physical strength was irrelevant when he did not have a reason to live.
Do you agree?
Without that, he became the weakest.
Huh?
I took advantage of his weakness and killed him.
That is...
I told him I had urgent matters to discuss and to meet me in the lab on the 3rd floor. There, I revealed my motive video, and afterward I told
That
him,
is correct.
I am responsible for the life of every citizen of this nation, so I must escape. He then responded,
Got it.
so you got a reason to survive. Complete opposite of me. That's good.
You're...
If you got something to live for, it means your life has value. After he said that, he told me he would clean up the tennis balls lying around.
And then, he turned his back toward me. At that moment, my determination solidified. A person like him would have noticed my bloodthirst emanating. He already knew.
He was cool with it.
He forfeited his life right then and there. That is correct.
Then...
So he just let it happen. I didn't need to know that part. So in the end, he was cool with it, she had a great reason, but she's gonna die.
But...
And I bet Japan's destroyed.
What?
I mean, if it exists within the 1 and 2 canon, shit ain't great. There's a bunch of children making a bad video game spin-off with this series in it. Ryoma only gave up on life after you showed him his motive video. Well, since you didn't watch his motive video, I guess you had no way of knowing.
What are you talking about?
Wait!
You're talking as if Ryoma saw that motive video. Didn't you just say that he only checked the name?
Huh?
What are you getting at?
Well, you know.
I probably shouldn't say anything, but someone has to step up and speak for poor Ryoma.
I told you.
Again, what's your point? That he gave up on life because I showed him? I'll get to that in a sec. But why do you think Ryoma wanted to see his motive video? Because he was looking for a reason to live, because he couldn't find one here.
Why?
How do you know that?
What?
Didn't we agree not to show them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, because once you watch them, you've got a motive to kill. But if it shows someone important to me, I'd like to see that.
Hey.
Any idea who that would be?
No.
I don't, and that's why. Once I know I've got something important to me, I'll have a reason to live.
Jeez.
If I've got a reason to live, then I've got a reason to escape here with you guys.
In other words...
And that video might just give me a motive to live.
Please.
That's true.
You're right, he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
Which means you shouldn't have shown him his motive video in the first place.
Hey!
What did it show?
Ah.
Nothing. His motive was empty.
Huh?
Empty?
Okie dokie.
All right! Back by popular... Who's the most important... This message is for Ryoma Hoshi, the ultimate tennis pro. Unfortunately, there is no one in the world who is important to you. I'm so sorry. Really, I am. You have my deepest sympathies. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. That killed him. That's what fucking killed him.
Always messing around.
That's what he was shown? If he saw something like that. Even if he got out, there was nothing for him. So he chose to let Kirumi do it.
I see.
In his mind, his death would have meaning than his own existence. He would be saving a nation, effectively.
It can't...
Damn.
But...
It's bad to have no reason to live, but it's also bad to have too many reasons to live.
Because...
That's why you did such a terrible thing, right? For too many reasons.
Yes.
You're free to judge me for killing Ryoma. I bear the burden of being seen as evil for the sake of my nation and its people.
For everyone.
Because that is what it means to serve with selfless devotion. And that's why I needed to survive. Sacrificing you all meant saving the lives of men, women, children, and elderly.
My apologies.
I wanted to live.
You need something?
Hey!
Can Gonta be blackened instead?
Huh? Gonta...
I'm not smart, but even Gonta understand what everyone's saying. Kirumi should live, not Gonta. World needs her. I like that. Everyone's like, oh, their life's more important.
Unfortunately.
Jeez.
Huh? Oh, man.
If Kirumi survives, then the nation's future will be secure. Then what was the point of me doing all this? Why did I reveal the truth? What have I done? I fucked up.
Shuichi!
If you're my sidekick, suck it up, pussy.
Huh?
Hey!
To hell with this value of life.
Alright!
Life's not just some thing. You can't trade it or put a price on it.
Listen up.
And your life doesn't just belong to you. It's for your parents, your grandparents, your friends, even your neighbors.
I mean...
It's not something you can just decide to throw away on your own.
Don't worry about it.
So we didn't do the wrong thing. Life's purpose is to be lived. As long as you stay alive, anything's possible. You can even go to the stars.
Of course!
So I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I wanna live. I haven't even traveled to space yet. No way in hell I'm gonna die here.
Jeez.
The idiot's talking again.
What?
But he's right. He's an idiot, but he's right.
So divine.
Again, anytime Tenko tries to throw shade, think of the person who's talking right now. Atua damned idiot. I don't know why, but idiots always fill me with inspiration.
Shut up!
Kaito, a brilliant man who was never realized for his genius.
But...
Maybe his stupid speech is just what we needed to hear. Kirumi certainly looks shaken by it.
Because?
Do you really think someone as desperate to live as Kirumi would have given up so easily? In fact, she probably still hasn't given up now. She was probably using all this as a strategy, I'm guessing now. Learning the truth would make one of us volunteer to die instead.
Huh?
But I'm gonna go ahead and assume that Monokuma would have said no.
But...
He'd never allow Blacken to escape punishment. So maybe she wanted everyone to rebel, so he could use that as a cover to escape. How about it? Am I close? You're the most detestable cretin I've ever met. You know exactly what I would attempt, yet allowed me to explain it anyway.
Huh?
I mean...
You backstabbing cunt! I've never seen cunt in a video game before. Oh my god! Me was just me with titties.
Cut it out.
Enough. She was just trying to stay alive in her own way. Nobody can blame her for that.
That is correct.
That's right, I must survive. I'm like a perfect mix of Miu and Kokichi. It's nuts. I would not have killed Ryoma if I was so easily deterred. The request will not be fulfilled until I have brought joy to every citizen of this nation.
You must live.
So no matter what, I cannot die. That's why I killed Ryoma. Even now, I refuse to give up.
Huh?
Kirumi.
I see.
You still refuse to give up? So what do you intend to do?
You must live.
I intend to live. I must survive. I must debase myself, so be it. I would drink filth and eat carrion to survive.
I will survive!
I don't think I've ever seen this attempt happen.
I have to escape. I won't die here.
Yeah, there's no way you're getting out of here.
Damn it!
Fucking run. There's no exit but run.
Hurry!
Damn.
Hey,
I'm not letting you leave. Tarzan!
I will live. I refuse to die in a hellhole like this.
Now then, I've prepared a special punishment for Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
For my nation. For my people.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I will not die!
Okay, I like that animation's different. Here we are on the hot pursuit. Uh-oh. This is a problem. Oh, this ain't gonna be great. Ow. 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 Uh-oh. Yo, please stop that. Come on! Oh, what? Please stop. I can't find my glasses. All these executions do make me cringe a bit. Usually around the middle. Whether it's the fucking hanging or just that. Ugh. Come on, man. Come on. Monodam. You have eliminated everyone that's in your way.
Really?
Why did you kill Mononosuke?
It's okay.
If you need to vomit, let it out. You will feel much better afterward. Mononosuke. Or Monosuke. He was no different from Mono Kid. He was getting in the way. of us getting along.
It's fine.
Wait, don't need him.
Yeah?
Don't need him?
Let's get along.
Okay.
We are all friends.
Not even Father can stop us from getting along.
I will not forgive that.
Not if he knows what is good for him.
Huh?
Okay, you're totally next. No, I love the robot, though.
Wonderful.
This academy belongs to us. The age of the Mono Cubs begins now. Did she run off while vomiting? How dare you take that rebellious tone with me, young man?
That's nice.
And yet this angsty attitude is just so cute.
They're so cute.
It's so cute how your little crew is shrunk by one member. Yep, shrunk. You're not getting any larger, you know.
They're so freaking cute.
All this cuteness makes me feel like I'm about to sneeze. What? Nigga, please.
How horrible.
Agla bitch. She's like, it had to have been about me, right?
Stop it!
You've exposed yourself, Miu, please.
I don't like that.
No, I get it. You don't care.
I'll protect you!
Stop leaking.
Come on, come on! Kazatua says so.
This Monokuma is corrupt. He's one that distributed the videos and caused this problem.
I see, yes.
Those videos were more dangerous than we thought to have driven Kirumi that far.
That's true.
Okay.
To think, the entire time, the whole video thing, we kind of disregarded to a degree, because we assumed they were all separated. To think a mistake would have, you know, thrown us off from it being... Yeah, you get what I'm saying. If you don't, then whatever, I'm having a stroke. That's the case, then we really shouldn't show our videos to each other.
Of course.
That was consensus from the beginning, ding-dong.
However...
I had assumed Kokichi would try to show us our videos to get under our skin. But that did not come to pass. What, I wonder, were his intentions? I'd never do anything like that. Still thinking about what Kirumi said.
That's...
Huh?
She said she remembered, and it didn't sound like a lie.
See?
Maybe that video has the properties of the flashback light.
What?
Properties of the flashback light. So maybe just watching the video is the same effect of the flashlight, giving us memories. So we have motives to kill that we'll remember by watching. That's the case, maybe it's for the best we don't watch each other's videos. As long as we don't see the videos, we won't know our motives.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm convinced it's probably for the best. Those motive videos would mess us up. It's better we just believe in each other instead. That's right, it's best that we not remember our motives for everyone's sake.
Oh, dear.
Hearing you speak of everyone's sake is the least believable lie I've ever heard.
That's so mean.
How rude. I'm always doing stuff for everyone.
It's a lie.
I'm sure you won't believe me when I say stuff like that, so I'll just keep lying. But maybe seeing Kurumi's final moments has made me change my views.
Because...
She tried to escape till the very end, running away to live. Might not be a bad idea.
You're right.
Maybe facing the truth isn't enough.
That's right.
It's okay to run sometimes, you just gotta win. That's all you gotta do. And with that, the second-class trial ended. A Pyrrhic victory. We had still lost a friend. What is the end Kaido spoke of? And how do we reach it? I don't know. I still don't know. When we returned from the courtroom, the area was already blanketed in darkness.
For now.
We should rest.
You're right.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Why,
I'm pretty
you-
wiped, too. This one was even longer than the last one.
I won't forgive you!
Anyway, this killing game is over. Won't allow it to go
It'll
on.
be okay.
It'll be fine as long as we listen to Atua.
What's wrong?
It's just even when all the bad stuff happens, stars are always so pretty.
But
The stars here different, not the same ones. The position? No confined star he remembers.
Why?
Were we taken somewhere far away?
Hey, so...
Let's head back already.
Okay.
Hey!
Huh?
What?
Well, you know.
This won't take long.
What is it?
What do you have to say, Dillhole? Everyone seems to be treating me like some kind of compulsive liar.
You get it?
But that's ridiculous. There's a way worse liar than me in our group.
Huh?
A liar worse than you?
Huh?
What?
What?
What do you mean Maki's a liar?
Ah.
Maki admitted it during the class trial, remember? Ryoma wanted her to show him his motive video because he was looking for a reason to live.
Well, you know.
But that wasn't the whole story. Ryoma was blackmailing you, wasn't he, Maki?
Huh?
What? Ryoma just so happened to discover Maki's true identity. I knew it. She's a plot character. So he used that to blackmail her. If you don't show me my motive video, I'll tell everyone what you really are. That's why Maki didn't want us to know she met with Ryoma.
Which means...
She wanted to keep her true identity a secret. That's why she kept quiet until the last minute.
Hold on!
Why you... What shit are you making up, Maki's true identity? I've known her true identity the whole time. She's ready to kill. For a moment, I thought Maki had disappeared. She moved so fast. Oh, fuck.
You know, this is an interesting turn of events. But would you really kill me in front of everyone?
Hey, Maki, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, you can probably snap my neck like a twig right now, but that's not your style. You would rather kill from the shadows, right, Miss Ultimate Assassin?
Okay. You have my attention. That is so much cooler than taking care of babies! My opinion of her has shot up. You may say that's vain, but I don't care. Chapter end, thanks for watching. Holy shit.